We are at Bob Green Siding, located on Route 5 South in Mechanicsville with Todd Snell. It's nice to have you on Best Buys.
Well, thank you. It's nice to be here with you, and thanks for coming.
It's been a hot summer, but you're a busy man.
Well, summer's just getting going, and it's been ridiculously hot. So,
Yeah, it
and when
has.
I'm on roofs, I know.
You do. Well, that's funny because that's actually what we're going to talk about today. Bob Green Siding. Everybody knows Bob. Everybody knows this business. It's been around since 1979. But you've recently come to work for Bob, and you brought the roofing division here.
Right. I've been here a little over a month, but I've known Bob for a long time. A lot of respect for him. Even though we both had similar businesses, we were in PG County, and he's down here in St. Mary's. Actually, Bob's one of the few companies we didn't compete with. If somebody called and said, I've got a bid by them, I'd like a bid by you, we didn't do that.
Really? Okay.
And we did refer jobs to each other, so it's been a good fit. So when I came here, I guess it's good, never burn your bridges.
You betcha.
So when I came here and started the roofing division, it just fell into place, and I felt comfortable from day one. And like I say, Bob's given me the opportunity to build a roofing corporation here, and so far so good.
That's good. When I have clients on Best Buys, I try to assess their businesses and some of their strengths and really communicate and convey what their strengths are. And what I really want to draw out of what we're going to talk about today is how you worked for your family business. You were around for a very long time. Everybody knows the Snell name. It's an excellent name in Southern Maryland. And everybody knows Bob Green's name. And you use the word competition. You didn't really compete with each other. You referred jobs back and forth. And now you've had some life changes, and now you've come to work for Bob. And to me, what that shows is credibility, trust, and an understanding of a work ethic. Because if somebody that maybe you didn't compete with, but you shared the same industry, if they're willing to bring you in and start an entire new division in their business based on your knowledge and your expertise and your reputation, then that says a lot about you, and it says a lot about him as well. And the roofing division here at Bob Green Siding and Roofing is new. There is a showroom. You can come and you can look at all of the roofing components, and you can ask questions.
Yep.
But if people don't want to do that, or they're not sure how to do that, you also make house calls, for lack of a better term, right?
Yeah. Obviously, if somebody wants a roof, we have to go see it.
Okay.
I'm big on, I want to get to the house anyway. Now, we like people to come in and see the showroom.
Okay.
Because we have all of our products here. So you're going to get every color, every product, get to meet some of the people here. And that's great, and we really encourage that. But if you don't want to do that, I've always got samples in the truck. When I talk to a customer, I try to know what it is that they want before I get there so I can take it. But one thing that's really big is I feel even in 100-degree weather, you've got to get to the home, you've got to assess, if we do the job, can I get a truck in?
Right, right.
What's the ventilation system? Do we need to vent the roof? Plus, even if it's a little steep, I want to walk every inch of it.
Really? Why is that?
Well, my shingles are going to be no good if they're sitting on rotten plywood.
Okay.
Okay, and they actually have systems nowadays that you can get a prescription for or a subscription for. And basically, I could go measure your roof right now online with an Eagle View, taking a picture down. It'll tell me how big your roof is, how many squares it takes, everything. It's a service you pay for. But to me, I don't want that, because that doesn't tell me what shape your roof's in. Is your plywood good? It doesn't tell me if you have a brand new, beautiful driveway that I don't want to put a heavy truck on. So those are all the variables that if you're going to sell a roof and you're going to be at the home, I need to assess everything. And then we'll have a good experience all the way through. If your driveway's in really bad shape, I'm going to tell you that, so you don't tell me I broke it after the job got done.
Good.
That type of thing.
That's great. And those the nuances and what have you of experience that you bring to the job, because everybody knows you've got to make a mistake before you learn everything and what have you. And the nice thing is you bring those nuances so you can go to somebody's house.
Mistakes.
Yeah, well, we all have, but you're still around, and you have a stellar reputation in the community.
Thank you.
Because of making the mistakes, but it's not the mistakes that are a big deal, it's what comes next. And if there's a mistake, you make it right, you make it better than right.
That's right.
And I've recently had that experience with somebody who made a mistake and then came back and made it right and changed that taste in my mouth, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So that's good to know. So you do come to people's homes, but you encourage them, because this showroom is new. It's a brand new offshoot of Bob Green Siding, and you have a great showroom. Like I said, you can touch the products, you can look at the colors. I have to tell you, I had no idea. I've never really paid attention to a roof. I mean, I see someone think, "Rrr," and some think, oh, that's a pretty house, but I had no idea there were so many color variations, textures, styles, you know, basically what your heart's content.
Yeah, and some of the designer shingles, they've got, you know, a shingle now that's looks exactly like slate. It's not slate, it's faux slate, but and we've done, you know, not me here with Bob yet, but we've done over the years a lot of those roofs. They look incredibly high end. They're a little pricey, but you know, some historical houses around here, that's exactly
Right.
what they need.
Right.
So it's a good thing. You know, metal roofs, you see tons of those, crazy expensive. The one thing we don't do here is if you want a metal roof, we don't do barn roofs.
Okay.
So, and a lot of people think a barn roof is a high-end metal roof, and it's not.
Oh, okay.
They leak, there's no warranties, etc. So.
Okay, so it's not your favorite kind of a project? So
No, stay away from that.
all right. Well, come see Todd and come see Bob, see the entire crew at Bob Green Siding. They're so friendly. We walked in here to film the Best Buy segment, and it was just such a welcoming, kind atmosphere. And of course, the history, because Bob's been around since 1979
Yep.
and brought you in a new roofing division. It's a match made in heaven.
I agree.
All right, good. Come see Todd and the crew at Bob Green Siding. Check them out on the web, bobgreensiding.com.